Not my vegetable. Although I'm not a big vegetable person, general. Cucumber, a lot I'd go to before that. Okay, so what have we learned? Hydro camouflage and Momiji are the hardest parts of the game. That is what I have learned. Oop. You know what? I'm gonna quickly restart my game. I can't tell if there's a delay or if I'm just having a stroke, so I'm gonna restart my game. I did mess with my monitor frame rate after I'd already loaded the game, so I'm paranoid that that's affecting something. Placebo. It's probably just placebo, but you never know. Detect cheat engine? Yeah, exactly. Now I'll get the LNN for sure. Now I'll get the 2 miss to everything that's not hydro camouflage and Momiji. Blue. Get on top of the screen. What, Wonderland desacralization? Desacralization? Desecrate? I don't know, cucumbers and in a sense pickles as well have never... Especially pickles. I think some of my dislike towards cucumber is specifically my distaste for pickles, but... I don't know, I've never had anything with cucumber that I was like, ooh, that was really good. Or even, that was solid, that was fine. Maybe the better way to put it is I've never had cucumber and been like, that really added to what I had just eaten. That really added to my day. Ooh, awkward trap. But I do know people who will just eat them. Love cucumbers. Or maybe not love, but like them. Cucumber in my life. I've had cucumber. I've never, like, eaten one. I've never eaten one raw. But to be fair, my exposure to cucumber is not that large. Partially because, like, none of my immediate family ever had it, so, like, I never had much exposure to it growing up. And then by the time I did, I was like, I did try some a little bit, but Agriculture, not engineering. Yeah, she wants to make more cucumbers. I think the campus care about technology. It's all about how to make more cucumbers. That's vegetables. Carrot. I will disagree, but I do respect that opinion. I think carrot is a very solid, high-tier vegetable. Okay, it's Friday night. It's late. Let's see how good we play today. Actually, freshly picked ones from the garden. I've never grown carrots. For a bit when I was younger, my mom grew strawberries. I think some small tomatoes as well, if I'm remembering correctly. Strawberry Crisis? I do not believe so. The only Strawberry Crisis was the amount of effort trying to put into making blockades of some sort to stop the chipmunks and the squirrels from getting to the plants. That was the closest thing there was to Strawberry Crisis. Speaking of a vegetable tier list, you have an interesting conversation, the fruit tier list. Although I'm a lot more biased towards fruits, I generally enjoy them a lot more. So I'm very, like, high ranking in my, on average, across my fruit tier list. Not a kiwi guy, though. Not a kiwi. Not a fan of kiwis. But like, strawberries are really solid placing. I'll say the most annoying part about strawberries is that they go bad pretty fast, although a lot of fruits do. And, one of my favorite parts about a lot of fruit is just the ability to just eat it with minimal effort, but, like, the problem with strawberries is it's a bit more annoying to do that. Like, do I want to de-leaf the top of the strawberry and go through, like, all of them for this process? Sounds like kind of a pain. I mean, it's a small pain, but, like, never go wrong with the apple. Apples are top tier. I used to sleep on apples. What is this image you posted? I used to sleep on apples for a long time. Really top tier. No, I've never seen these guys. At least those guys specifically. Wait, apples, real solid. Can't go wrong with them, necessarily. Well, I mean... I actually don't know if I'd go that far. Like, here's the thing about an apple. I don't think I've ever really had an apple that was like, oh, that was a bad apple. Insert Touhou reference. But, like, apples are, like, I think compared to most fruit, like, a lot of fruit have this. Like, sometimes just how fresh it is and, like, you know, some regions, da-da-da-da-da with type. I feel like apples are, like, the most gotcha of all fruits. Like, dude, sometimes you get an apple, you're like, dude, this is 9 out of 10. This is a really good apple. And it's, like, the same, like, type of apple. And you get that, and it's like, yeah, this one's like 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It's not bad. But, like... I used to be indistinguishably saying that, blueberries are the best fruit, but... Now, the top-tier competition's a lot more contested in the fruit department. I'm going to be a huge fan of pineapple. No, I'm talking about, like, same, like, type of brand. Like, I usually lean towards sweet apples. Like they always lean towards being really good, and I've never had one that I've been like, oh, that was bad. Like, sometimes I grab one, it's like, damn, that was straight fire, dude. Ooh, give me another. Sometimes I'm like, meh. Yeah, it was fine, I guess. It was fine. Grapes, nothing like a good grape. I've always leaned towards red grapes over green grapes, but quite a fan of both of them. I doubt that I like pineapple. I love pineapple, but like, dude, pineapple's such a pain to like take care of. Because like a grape, I get grapes, boom, I wash them, boom, I'm eating them. Like wash, eat. Blueberries, same thing. Blackberries, boom, you just do a quick wash, boom, you're eating them. Apples, boom, quick wash, you're eating them. Pineapples, like, gosh, it's like, as I buy, like, pre-cut pineapples. Wow, what a line. Then those usually aren't quite as fresh. Like, where those, like, sliced ahead of time. And I slice them myself, it's like, ooh, that's, like, top-tier pineapple. But like it sucks. But like I've learned how to like carve a pineapple, like cut it open, get the best out of it, and top tier. But like it's so annoying because compared to like all the fruits, it's like the most pain to go through. That was not the right line for this. It's a good thing this attack is pretty forgiving, generally speaking. Oh, I lied. Blackberry? Well, I don't have that type of phone, so I'm not too worried about it. I've never had a Blackberry device. Blackberries are really solid. Although, like, Blackberries follow a really weird line where it's like... Where it's like there's some of the fruits where it's like, if they're really fresh, they're great, but like, There's some of the fruits that can't last more than like a couple days before they are mediocre at best. Like, that's one thing I love about grapes. Grapes, apples. I can buy a handful. Oh, they've been there for a few days. Still fine. Blackberries, I gotta eat them by like day 2. American agriculture, am I right? Talking to the chat full of Europeans. Also, Fama, I have come to the conclusion that Hydro Camouflage and Momiji are the hard parts of the game, and everything else is literally free. This is my expert analysis. Peerless Wind God doesn't matter. Free spell in the middle of a run. Holy moly. Because boom, yesterday, what I had a 7 miss. It's kind of an awkward Conoco. But like, what happened? Oh, I died to Hydro Camouflage. I died twice to me being an absolute dum-dum and, like, not dying to shit while I'm not paying attention on stage 4. I died once to Momiji, and I had a perfect Aya. It's like, dude, Aya is literally the easiest part of her stage. It's unbelievable. Clearly. I have, like, a few runs with the perfect Aya, therefore she's free. That's probably the hardest in the game. I don't know if I disagree. I don't like Hydro Camouflage more than I don't like Momiji's attack, but that's not necessarily an equation to which one's hardest. They're both pain in my ass. Honestly, you know, when it comes down to fruit, you know it's a really overhyped fruit? Cherries. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, I like them. But, like... Hello, Hobbs. Like, not gonna lie. I feel like cherries are, like... I'm not going to your LNN. I'll think about it. Like, cherry, especially being a flavor, like a fruit add-on, like flavor that I feel so highly represented in things. Honestly, kind of underwhelming. Like, it's a solid, it's still a solid, like, C+, B- fruit, but, like, gosh, there's so much that's just better than cherries, dude. So much work to process cherries. I know nothing about the process requirement of cherries, so. And like I said, it's not to say that cherries are bad. It's just like there's like, I'd pick almost any other fruit over a cherry. Almost. You do that early case. Let's choose a weakness and bridges literally then. I used to have an actually I say use. I still do have an apple tree out back. Fortunately, some of the tree has died, but it still produces a little bit. Yeah, carrier. Have you ever thought about just letting the tree break and then not having to work on it? My problem with Hydro Camouflage compared to Momiji is that Momiji feels brutal, but it feels like I can look at it, I can understand it, I'll die to it, but like I understand it. Like Hydro Camouflage is just so untraditional in the way the attack works. It's so cringe. It's such a hard line to read. Literally free. Like that thing for the day. I know, because it's just like the stage theme. It's like this deck is so brutal, and it's just the really chill stage theme. It ruins my opinion of this theme a little bit. That's actually it, yeah. Oh, I have a question for you, Fama. Are you... Not that it really matters, because, like, the difference between the ranking doesn't really matter. It's arbitrary, but... Are you in the... Do you have Divine Virtues of Wind God above or below Fearless Wind God? Because this is always one I find interesting, is seeing, because, like, I've seen many people argue for Fearless Wind God being the harder one. I've seen many people argue for Divine Virtues being the harder one. Oh my gosh, why? Why does this attack behave like that? I'm gonna hate this attack more than Fog. I didn't know that was possible. I'm 100% going to. Funny question. Yeah, I'm not taking it too seriously. If you don't have a concrete answer, you're not sure. That's perfectly fine. It's just one of those questions. What? Why? It's like here's a line, here's some like quad bullets shit. It's like it's so. Ask Princess Meltdown to attend my full name every time. Otherwise, I'm being rude. You're right. My bad. My bad. Oof. Okay, that was just me being bad. This is if Demon Parade was on steroids. And unironically, it does have kind of like the laney nature of Demon Parade, except just way worse. About endurance. Yeah, I feel like the most hated spell in the game, for me, it's this. 100%. Like, Momiji is infuriating, but, like, it's definitely a lot less infuriating than this. Because generally, like, when I see people talk about it, it's like, Virtues of Wind God is, like, it's a really long, drawn-out spell. Like, it just gives you so many opportunities to, like, mess up, and for the game to give you, like, a really bad line. Where... Fearless Wind God, it's such a short sprint, but like, you know. So the question is, like, okay, you know, if you're really good, and you have that like insane level of consistency, you know, this is where I've heard. This is where I feel like the people who argue for Fearless Wind God being harder come from. It's like, at high level of consistency, it's easier to be consistent at Divine Virtues. I don't know 100% how much I agree with that. But that's what I feel like I've heard. Oh, what is that double? I hate this spell so much. The problem is, it's like, I just kind of like want to go away from where the quad bullets are, so I don't have to deal with that, because that's like the biggest problem with this spell. Like, sometimes she goes down, and I just struggle with it. It's like you said. Okay. I see how it is. I'm gonna hold this statement against you for the rest of time. Yeah, you better cry. Let's do this offense. The messy emote. It is a funny one. The attacks like this are so interesting, in my opinion, from the viewer perspective. I think that was a bad line. Question mark. Or from the outside perspective, probably more what I mean. Attacks like this, I do quite enjoy it as well. But what I'm more meaning is, it's like, if you're someone who's not at all experienced, who's really not much experience with Touhou, attack like this is fascinating because, like, you'll look at this and you'll be like, this looks rough. Maybe it's not that fast, but like this looks pretty painful. I'm like, yeah, generally it's a pretty smooth line. Like attacks like this, oh yeah, they're a pretty smooth line. Like if you don't know like when you watch an LNN, you can't really tell what attacks are the static ones and which attacks are the random ones. So you see an attack like this, you're like, ooh, this looks pretty rough. And it's like, actually, it's like pretty smooth, relatively speaking. But it's not one of those things that really translates well, viewer-wise. So I've always find it fascinating. I timed out this attack once. That means I never have to practice it again. That means I'm great at it, right? Oh, slip up. 21 seconds, though, not bad. Cool. Yeah, it's not sitting there for too long. That attack breaks my brain if I sit there for too long. I should do a crop since I died to it last night. Just like that. Like I go to do the tap and I don't quite input it. So I try to do it so lightly, but like I just don't quite get the input through. I also died to this attack because I feel like she was really weird. Really? That's like such a smooth line. It's a Friday night. I'm gonna blame everything on it being a Friday night right now. If I died at anything, it's just because it's Friday. I would live it otherwise. Oh, wait, it's the weekend tomorrow? We get to sleep in. The hugging strat? We're not hugging? Clockwise? The play above her and dance from side to side? Oh, it's not gonna work. Let's hold on. Let's do it. It's not gonna work. Well, what if it did? Force a couple micros. This is why we force the micros. I think this attack does have one notable facet compared to Peerless Wind God, and that is, and that is the fact that it is the final spell in the run. So if you ever have a pace type of play, it is significantly more stressful than Peerless Wind God could ever be. For both better and for worse. Force the micros. I'm really bad at these light blue outside wave micros. So let's keep forcing the issue on them. I can hit the middle lane, but like the outside one's tricky for me. Ooh, shucks. Because you only have to capture this at once, or once on pace. I don't know how much I hold to that line. Well, the two attacks are also so different. Ooh, I really didn't see how wide that Dark Blue Wave was. But it is natural for people to try to, because most people I listen to usually call them the hardest and second hardest attack in the game. And I've seen some very opinionated people over which one's the hardest. Personally, the answer is obviously Hydraulic Camouflage and Momiji, but, you know, we're not... The community's not ready for that conversation. You know what the other difference between attacks are? I really like this attack and Peerless Wind God, and I do not like Momiji or Hydro Camo. I don't like Momiji, but I do respect it. It's Storm Day. Yeah, I can see that. Cap by timer. Ugh. Okay, everybody, I need you to compare Peerless Wind God to Spam right now. It's also very important that you figure out which one's harder, so that when you cap it, you can diminish others' doings by being like, well, I capped the harder one, so, like, honestly, come on, guys. That attack's easier than this one, so literally free. Sometimes you have to just accept you're gonna have to microwave. And I don't like when I have to do that. Ooh, I actually had the line, then I walked out of the line. I hate when that happens. You'd be really cool. Imagine if she, like, moved, like, a little bit. Like, she moved, like, up and down, left and right on the screen. Ooh, I hate the light blue wave. Like, the dark blue wave is so much better for me than the light blue one. Your Fireback's Crossbow Challenge. Does anybody do that? Remy does. Yuko does. Yeah, some of them do, not more to think about it. Does Kaguya move on either Horai Barrage or Rising World? I don't think she does. Kako obviously doesn't, Oku doesn't, Byakuran doesn't, Nico doesn't, Sukuna doesn't, Junko doesn't, Okina does. Does Keiki move on her? I don't remember Keiki Final well enough. The one thing I remember about Keiki Final is the billion of spirits on screen. I don't remember if she moves. Kamada, I don't remember her either. I have no memory on Mima, if she moves during Final. Yuka doesn't. And Shinky doesn't. So I can think of Remy, Yuyuko, and Okina for sure that move on their finals. Although, Okina I kind of put a slight asterisk on, because although she does move, she moves on a cycle. For whatever attack she's on, it's a consistent movement, at least. Well, the others all vary. Mima does move. I believe you. I have only ever done, like, Mima Final once in my life, and I don't recall whether... I think I might just, like, bomb my way through it or something. Oh, but I am not alive, awake, alert, and enthusiastic right now. I am at least one of those things, but not all of them, unfortunately. Final attacks. I really want to be a prick. I'm gonna hold back. And try to be a level-headed, reasonable human being for once. Oh, come on, I had the dodge and I walked into a different bullet. That's the same thing. Okay, Mimichi, put me out of my misery. I start shooting way too late, it's Jover. I like walking into my bullet. The worst parts of this attack are when I feel like I'm like actually doing fine, and then I just get like trapped by the snail and I just cry. Resume time for attempts? In a little bit. Couple. I don't really believe I'm at a point where ripping attempts is that great for me. And I still haven't done any of stage 4 up until right now. Dude, Momichi's so easy sometimes. Holy moly. Like, you just have to be really good at seeing into the future on this attack. Overrated? I think I would agree with that. At least somewhat. I think it's the hardest stage in the game, just in terms of quantity. But like, I remember doomering this stage because of how much I like suffered on it during my 1cc grind. But I feel like, and maybe I'm delusional with this. Maybe it's only like I've seen like one person do it. I've seen like two at least. That's my immediate thought of that. But I feel like I've seen too many people treat this game as Peerless Wind God Waiting Room. Similar to how people treat PCB sometimes as Spam Waiting Room. That, I did not time that down properly. Whoops, teehee. I mean, I could see it. Like, the coloring's not great. Honestly, I find optical camouflage harder to having a worse bullet visibility issue than this, though, for anything on the stage. I mean, the small bullets that, like, the fairies shoot, like those really baby pellets, that was also not timed down well. Are also not, like, peak, but it's not... Beast issue as well, unless, well, okay, what are you, a Yomu player? Okay, that was timed out too much. I mean, I guess it's really not too much. The only time it's timed down too much is if I time it down lower than 14 seconds, and I died in the time period that I would have cut off if I timed it down perfectly, properly. shot player. I don't buy that line though. Sure, I didn't spend the most time on Wily Beast, but like, I don't know. I didn't find the Wily Beast that having really visibility issues. And I was kind of expecting it, because, like, the amount of people I've seen complain about it over the years. My issues were the fact that Eiko was really annoying. I think it's her final that was just a pain in my rear. Should do the waterfall section. Oh, clip. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know where to go. Bottom. Well, Alan's told me he's done that before when he's tried to do bottom hug only attempts throughout the entire game. I don't know, I just feel like it's wherever I get pushed. Like, I try to play fairly high up, but sometimes I just don't see a line to go up and I have to play down. It's not often that I get down here, though. In fact, I'd argue it's very rare. But sometimes I get down there because I forget to go up. And then I'm like, well, it's kind of too late for me to go high. Sounds miserable. What do you mean? Just dodge the bullets. Right? Isn't that what you do anyway? Just dodge them. Come on. Why would I go for that line? Here, let's bottom hug this. I'm not pressing up a single time. Honestly, literally so free. All you gotta do is get good luck. Or maybe not bad luck. I don't know what the exact line is. I... Yeah. I gotta play wider sometimes when I'm trying to go up. I think that's what I do wrong, but too much. I'm too narrow with where I'm trying to play. Just play wide on this attack, dum-dum. Like, it's not rocket science. It's rocket science. Stormy Day, her hardest spell confirmed. This deck is kind of has a lot of variability to it. Oh, but no! Why would you dash so far to the right, you little bastard? Ugh. Nice split bullets there, you bastard. The shotgun strat, Rainbow Homing, well known for having good shotgun damage. Your demo broke the world record for the longest demo ever. How much estimated gameplay would you say there is in it? 15 hours? Maybe that seems like a push. 10 hours? Well, of course, obviously. Some people are going to play through it faster or slower than others. I put myself way too much on the wall. The genre dialogue just spot on. Oops, that's not the attack I thought I was, like, expecting. Use bullet invisibility. You're right. Anyway, so, Anyway, Saki, big fan of Saki as a character. Honestly, the entirety of USD's cast is just, like, such a top-tier cast of characters. Like, it's really hard for any other games to, like, to beat that game's cast of characters. Yeah, it also probably does depend on how much you care about the dialogue, right? Like, not gonna lie, I hear that like Labby Try is gonna be. Oops, that was really bad. Like, I know that Labby Try is putting a lot more work into like the story. As someone who, like, does enjoy a lot of, like, JRPGs and, like, good story games, I don't really care. Honestly, I'm, like, cautious when he says that. Like, it makes me more cautious than I would be otherwise of the game. Story. Yeah, I know, and I'm kind of like, honestly, hearing that makes me like more concerned about the game than I would be otherwise. Oops. Touhou fan stories being hated, so I'm conscious about stories as a whole, but also Touhou fan stories especially too. I will agree, but I am also a hater. Except I'm not an USD all things hater, so. didn't think he'd write for shit. Well, I mean, he can make good jokes sometimes. I'll give him that. Like, there's some solid jokes in Labby. Both Labby games. I gotta give him credit there. Haha, you typed it wrong. Loser. I am concerned what's gonna happen when someone asks me. It's just like, dude, that plot was really deep. It was like really serious. It's really good. I'm like, Notori has cool passive. I'm really honestly, the thing I'm the most curious about in Labby Try is what he's doing with some of the passives. Just seeing some of the passives out. Like, that is the thing I'm, like, the most interested in. Because, like, interesting puzzle-solving, like, boss gameplay, I'm certain that, like, that's gonna exist plenty. Like, I have full confidence in his ability to make, bosses that are gonna require interesting routes for. Sometimes when you cap the spell, you just feel so good. I say anything here, but I want you to say things here. Unbelievable. Guys, Maribel dies. So yeah, you could change things up from what they were in the demo. It's called Super Eka, yeah. Man, no, Maribel and Renko are in the starting party with, like, Reimu and Marissa. That's what I know plot-wise. I don't know how. I didn't play the demo yet. Or at all. Because I'm really curious to see how the passives are going to be as a whole in Try. Because there's an interesting, like, centralized meta, especially in the, well, most notably in the super late game of 2, but kind of throughout a lot of the game. I'm curious to see, like, how he handles the, I don't know, the affinity passives. Like the, using X people of the same group, and then they buff their all their stats by a little bit if you have them on party. How he's gonna handle the maintenance change. I don't feel like, unless you drastically change equipment, you can keep the existence of maintenance without some sort of tweaks. Raisin's existence, with her one passive. And, Ai as well. Ai is definitely a good one. I want to get really curious to see what he does with Aya. Given that Aya's back, but I'm going to assume that Aya's back. And, and percent damage scaling. Although that's kind of in the same category as the affinity buffs, so I kind of put those similarly. It was absurdly strong, just a wee bit strong. So in order to balance it, and to balance the fact that, like, Maribel didn't get it, Renko and, like, Notori got it, in order to balance the effect, he decided to give it to every character. If everyone's super, then no one will be. Also, I want to ask him, I like Chen a lot. I like playing with Chen in both Labyrinth games. Does she need to have a double damage passive ability? Okay, I'm gonna go pee and then I'll do runs for a little bit. And part of the changes make you question what you just said. Okay. See, I'm really looking forward to try. I'm obviously playing when it drops, but I'm also going to hold my reservations. Although, the one thing that does give me a lot of optimism is, surely there's no way he, like, messed the game up. Like, even if at worst I don't like it as much as Tour 1, which, honestly, based on how much I love those two games, who knows? But, like, there's surely no way he, like, messed it up, right? Surely. I don't like dipping this low. Time to throw for content. Keep scrolling. broken right now. Well, to be fair, that's kind of the point of pre-releases, demos, and such. I mean, he probably has beta testers or something, but he's also not the biggest dev team on the market, so I'm sure a lot of this is just for. I would hope / assume, bumper crap by the way, that a lot of this is to get like secondary opinions almost, right? There's only so much you're gonna find in like doing it yourself. Bringing the beta testers a sort to be like, okay, let's see how this sorts. Although, unless you're willing to conceal your secrets, hella broken in what way? In the way that there's multiple gameplay mechanics that don't really work as intended, or that fact that there's some highly overpowered and or underpowered things? Because there's two different ways to perceive the word broken. Broken is in a balance issue, or as in a several things not working as intended. Although, to be fair, both Labby games have their fair handful of things that don't work as intended. Oh, Baba! Kina hardest boss in the game confirmed. Yes, Labby 1 and 2 do have a lot of premise around, because when you swap a character in, their gauge is very full, or is very high compared to a lot of things. So, like, if you have a character spend a really big attack, you still kind of want them out. You have them do the big attack, you swap them in, swap them out, swap them back in, and their gauge is significantly more full than it would be otherwise. I think they'd make it more broke, but here we are. Okay. Okay. I feel like if TP costs were done in a slightly better way, because, like, I actually don't remember for fact in 2, but I think it was the same in 2, because, like, when you swap a character out, it lowers their TP by 1, or it might be just whenever you swap them in, but, like, when you swap a character, it drops their TP by 1, and if their TP is too low, you can't swap them. So that gives it to an interesting degree. No TP. Is that true in 2? Or are you just referring to try? Yes, certain passes. Interesting. Because if in 1, if you swap a character in and out, they lose a TP every time. So you can't swap a character with no TP. Interesting. It's been a bit since I played 2, so I don't remember all the nuances and differences from 2 to 1. So forgive me. Did you go away? At least she listened. TP stand for? Tension point? No. Not this game. Not Labby. It can't be tension points. It might be, honestly. The word TP reminds me of the tension points. Yeah, well, because even in 1, it's not like the end-all be-all for swapping, like, for stopping swap cheese. Although, at the very least, in Labby 1, you don't have passives like Aya. But there is still a lot of swap shenanigans where I take advantage of, oh, here's Notori. She uses big, she uses Megawatt Laser Gun. Oh, her gauge is drained. Swap her out, swap her back in. Because, like, for a lot of those characters, like Notori, okay, even if she doesn't have the most TP in a battle, I'm not draining through 20 plus TP over the course of a boss. Surely we'll nerf Aya's instant start passive. If he doesn't nerf that either directly by nerfing that passive or by potentially changing some things around it, I will be genuinely surprised. And cheat points, yeah. I actually had a good line there, but even when you don't get cheesed at the bottom, then you still are at risk. Because I also don't necessarily feel that Aya's instant start is innately broken. I think a large portion is the combination of that and the ability to give another character a turn instantly. I think that's what makes it just such an outlier on the scale. Am I cooked? Yeah. I cooked myself on that one. This shit's good because the rest get, yeah. Like, honestly, if it was just her ability to, like, give speed to someone else, I don't think it would be that bad, but, like, the ability to instant turn someone with an instant turn of her own is just so... I've never seen. In 1, I build her to do damage, but I just never actually, like, really use her as a damage dealer much. I usually just would rather use Chen. She is interesting if you try to build her that way, but there are other characters I like using more than her. Unfortunately for the Aya. Ooh, here's a question that I'm really curious about. I'm gonna assume he's gonna do it like in 2, but I'm not confirmed about that. Is everything elemental in this game, broadly speaking? In Tri? Because in Labby 1, there's the existence of non-elemental. Well, Labby 2 really doesn't have that, except for Void, and even that, it's technically an element. It's 16 elements now. He went from, like, 6 to... He increased it from 1 to 2, maybe he'll increase it again. Maybe it's the same as 2 so far, okay. I kind of assumed as much, but I was curious. Because it makes it feel significantly more... The balancing across the two is fascinating, and not in obviously a bad or a good way for the existence of both. But the Aya Attorney build, by the way, what do you mean? I have an itch on my nose. Really bad time for it. Easiest attack in the entire game. Punish him. Here's the thing, I didn't really use her much, but didn't Aki kind of suck into tragically? Like, the fact that she really doesn't, like, ever get any good damaging passives. Best song in the entire game. I just hate having, like... It just sucks when, like, so many people just have, like, wrong opinions. And you know they're wrong, but it's, like, unfortunately, it's an opinion, so, like, you can't really stop them from having it, but, like, it still is painful regardless, right? Romantic, but that was better. If she could do it, yeah. Because unfortunately, her really nice single target damage formula from 1 didn't really equate to the nuts in 2. She needed more than just an interesting formula. I'm so trapped. This perfectly balanced game? I'm sure it's going to be. Considering how in 2, Reimu has a passive ability that if you skill it, makes her heal potentially paralyze your own team. Because of coding. Yeah, I'm certain that there's going to be no issues at all in Try. Isn't it funny how Reimu can have literally, like, a ability that, like, is... Or, I shouldn't talk during this. Oh, trapped myself too much. I got too low. Isn't it funny how Reimu can literally have a passive that is actively detrimental that you don't want to learn and she's still nuts? Because of the rest of her passives. Is Satori back? I really want Satori to be back. I love Satori in 1. I want Satori to be back with how she is. I want her to have the same 3 as before. I want her to have the same type of ability as before. Just bring her back. Sorry already. I do miss not playing in Satori in this game, but I only miss that slightly because I'm sure if I played against Satori right now, it would take like 2 seconds for me to not miss it at all. But I will say, me too, kid. Oops, I didn't do the shebang shebang properly. Is her moving up gonna be a little cringe? Nope, not at all. No, give me my stuff! Me when the drug dealer's holding out on me. Hello, Slug. Ooh, you know, tomorrow in Lost Branch, we're going back to swap starting items. You're gonna throw money at enemies? Please don't have one of those stupid passive that's like, you get a slight boost to your damage based on the money, like the current gold you have. Please, no. Shiana has the exact opposite ability. So they're just the most complete counter synergy. Takemenakata! Fortune slip? What fortune slip? You go to some Chinese restaurant earlier? Got a little bit too far to the left. But also the magic just homing clutches me on everything. Oh, you have like 43. I get a little annoyed by like the Suika, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you can kind of get her to join you, but like, you gotta get the money for it. Like, just make me explore to like the furthest corner of 3 different floors. Don't make me spend my money on it. Perfect stage 5, by the way. It's not the hardest stage 5 to get perfect, but it's still nice to see, nonetheless. Sweetest adventure the whole game. I used her briefly. Well, to be fair, one of Suika's biggest issues is like she's so based around evasion. And I feel like, I always just feel like evasion's such a niche thing to play in 90% of games. Like, games without some sort of form of guaranteed evasion that I can think of where, like, true turn-based JRPGs that are, like, where it's like actually like a really good strat. I can think of as Xenoblade 1, and that's like the one game that comes to mind. Like, not that evasion can't be good at times, but like... Yeah, missing so far 5. This game's fairly simple to tell because at most, at this point, I will have 8 lives. You know, it's possible to have up to 8 extra lives. So, just take my life count, take it with 8, and figure out from there. You know, SA is a little harder to figure out because, like, when you don't get a cap, sometimes you don't get the life piece, but sometimes you do get the life piece, so it's a little more nuanced. But this game's the life system's a lot easier to base around how well you're... Fuck my own ass! Don't actually do that. I don't put things up my ass. I don't really want to either. Again, the move straight up. It's better than moving straight down. Am I right, Yamame? Let me peg me. No. What did I literally just say about I don't want to put things in my ass? Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. Don't let me peg you. I don't. I don't feel like pegging is a very common thing in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. That was a really bad way to dodge that. I haven't forced a micro yet. That's a little cringe. At least we hit that. I hate the light blue waves. It's so much worse than the dark blue ones. Ooh, I really thought there was going to be a line on the left there. It was kind of cringe, Kaneko, not going to lie. Still got it at least. Oh, Kaneko, final take at 0 power. I think Alan said something like 90 seconds. I might be mistaken. But I feel like I remember him saying that at some point. 8 miss, we take those. And I'm not interested in going to go find out my Snelf, so take his word for it. Hey, just because I also died at Dark Blue and doesn't mean I retract my statement. I still keep my statement as it was. Don't usually hear this far into the credit. Hold on, I gotta listen to this. Just a little thing. I'm also reading. It's just gonna keep looping this part. Neat. 0% slowdown. Boom, look at that. This is reading up on how I saw an article apparently MasterCard and some other payment processors are pressuring Valve to delist some certain adult content games off of Steam. So much fate there. It's Jover. Literally throwing. Don't bumper my crop. He didn't. What are you putting this time? It's not what I'm. Why do you put the thing? Why do you put the things you do? Oh, I'm losing so much faith. It's Jover. Dude, trying to pretend that the stage 4 theme is the best stage in the theme when so many other themes exist in this game, SMH my head. Some people, I tell you. How dare people have different subjective opinions? That's it, I'm getting me mallet. Ones with the background music. Yawn, dude. Imagine like if you had like a good opinion. I do quite like the themes. I just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta go at it for the sake of going at it. Although I just personally prefer stage 2 and 5's themes. Better stage background. Well, backgrounds are not usually something I'm paying the most attention to. So, you got me there. Oh, I actually had the line, but like I double tapped too much. Stage 3, stage 4. Subterranean stage 4 does have a great background. You really like stage 5 too? Nope, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. You said stage 4 was your favorite, therefore it means you dislike everything else. Come on, this is how the internet is. You should know this by now. Or when you sit down and you ask, which do you prefer, UN or Septet for the Dead Princess? Whichever one you don't say is your favorite means you don't like that theme. Human. Yep. The Dead Princess and Septet? I don't know, aren't... Wow, I do not deserve that. Aren't vampires usually considered, like, undead of some sort? Fucking just go jump off a cliff, Notori. Holy shit. No one loves you. She loves me. I don't want her love. It is really funny how much I don't, like, particularly care for... Like, this theme's not bad, but it's, like, it's not, like, a theme I particularly like. But how catchy this theme is solely because of the Kapapapa Nitori. So, Yandere, you don't love her? In what world is she a Yandere? What dojins have you been reading? Why did I not die to this attack? Yeah, Kappa Nitori. That's the only thing I can, like, think of when I hear this song. Trying hard to kill you, she still loves you. So you're telling me is that, like, most Touhou characters are yandere? Cucumber should always like it. We had this conversation earlier. I'm not a big cucumber fan. Like I'm a big fruit supporter, but like well, that's a vegetable. Like I had the conversation. That's like low down on the tier list. Personally, you know, other people might like it. That's fine. That's fine. Fairly peculiar when it comes down to food taste, but like, never accepted parsley as a yandere, obviously, of course. It's been a hot second since I said it, so let me say, do you know how much I love having the fact that I have real homing back in this game? Like, as much as I hate having to do with Hydro Camouflage, having real homing back makes me very happy. Sick ass Momiji. Momiji's literally free to... Dude, Momiji's harder than Hydro Camouflage is the hardest attack of the game. I'm saying this now, dude. It's unbelievable. Momiji's honestly free, dude. I've kept Momiji like twice in a row now, dude. Literally free, bro. Folks, the games are always the input shot. I just wish I wish it was both the unfocused and focused, because like the problem is it's like a large portion of the game you kind of are playing focused. I'm in focus, right? So it's like I really wish I could use my thing. Yeah, Suika. Well, Suika's a problem. Suika is a massive problem, dude. If there are a billion Suika haters, I am one of them. If there's one Suika hater, it is me. I don't actually hate her, but I'm gonna say I do. Suika's case 8. Don't remind me. Oh, I should have had that line. No promises I have the line immediately after, but... What? Oh, I should have played wide, but it was like so wide. I really didn't want to go all the way out there. I shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't though. Oh, what? No, I should have had that! Damn. 2 deaths to Aya that I really should have had. It's okay, we play sloppy now so that we don't play sloppy in the future. It's also Friday night. It's late and I'm tired, so I'll make that excuse as well. Things which are like sweet or bad. What about Japanese Goblin, though? That's a redeeming thing, clearly. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dos. That's 1-2 in Spanish, if you didn't know. These goblins exceptional. Hey, if you're really into Vor, you probably like Suika, right? I myself am not, but I'm just saying if. I mean, sure, but like you could also say Rumi as well. Like Yuma, like there doesn't have. You know how many Touhou characters there are? There doesn't have to be just one Vor Touhou character. Come on. Like there's a lot of doggos, there's a lot of cats. You know, we can have more diversity. Certified Moses enjoyer. Dude, how low she gets with some of the summons sometimes is baffling. Woo, little tight there, girl. I got it. Another perfect stage 5. Me on my way to go greet the Kana pussy. Stage 6. Perfect stage 6 would be pretty high. I've had one miss, but I don't think I've had a perfect on a run. But I don't think, I mean, I know I haven't. Don't cat react to me, 11. Oh, wow. Streamer said something such. That's kind of weird, bro. I do not enjoy this fairy, although I do find him very interesting. Go non-1, my beloved. Got hit by the last wave, but you know what? I didn't get hit by the last wave. Check out how funny it is that there's those red bullets at the bottom of the screen that, like, are literally impossible to hit because they're below the screen where you can feasibly stand. Go up divining, they crop. I almost did the same thing. She didn't die fast enough. Although I guess, to be fair, you could say that about, like, every attack I die to. Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. Frick! I shouldn't have gone to the right and then left like that, but I wanted to greed out damage. Sometimes you get punished for it. Source of rare. That score. Fuck, I didn't even pick up the score. I am very smart. itch on my armpit. Oh, I actually could have had that weave around too. Whatever, we take those. What's these emotes you're sending? Holy moly.